Hello, my name is Seroko Joshua, a second-year student offering a bachelor's in software engineering from Bugema University in Uganda. On the 27th of May this year, that is 2021, I was selected to work on the project Patch Security Issues with OpenMRS, together with two other interns, that is Path Kanakia and Kate Belson. My mentors are Isaac Sirius as the primary mentor and Sharif Magembe as the backup mentor. In this project, we were required to work on issues on the issue vulnerability tracker of OpenMRS. Below are some of the issues I've tried to work on during this coding period of Google Sum of Code 2021. The first issue is MM893, which talks about the authorization bypass to the system administration functions. Here, I'm having a local instance of OpenMRS running using the OpenMRS SDK. Let me try to log in as a system administrator. As a system administrator, I'm authorized to access the administration functions. I can see the page. I can see all the list of viewers. Let me log out and let me log in as a data clerk. As a data clerk, I must not be able to delete users or add users to the system. Let me try accessing the system administration functions. As you can see, I'm redirected back to the home page. The second issue is MM870875 that talks about making sure that the new password is different from the old password. So let's dive into this. I'm using the same account, doctor, and password doctor123. Let me change my password. The password is doctor. I'm using the password saved, the saved password in my machine. I'm using the same password as the new password, and I'm using the same password. Oh, sorry, this is a different one. I'm using the same password in the confirm password text field. Here, I'm expected not to be able to change the password. I expect an error. When I save, you see fail to change password. So this is working fine. Another issue is RA1902. In this issue, I had to make sure that on password login, there is an icon that toggles password view. Let's go back to the instance running locally on my machine. So I'm going to log out here. When I log out, let me use this. I think you can see when I click this icon here, I can be able to view password, and when I click again, I can be able to hide the password. It is working fine. Another issue is MM876, which is patching the XSS in relationship name. Let me dive into this. In my local running instance of OpenMRS, let me log in as an administrator. relationships. So the relationship type is a doctor and a name. Let me try to purge an XSS. I expect the XSS I've purged here to appear as a name. I don't expect it to be executed. When I click next here, you can see that it's here as a name, so it's not executed. So this is also working fine. I've also worked on issue EMPT75, where I have beautified the error thrown on trial to access an existing privilege. I have also worked on issue RA1424, where I have replaced the occurrence of method escape.js, which is vulnerable to XSS, in as many modules as I could. I have replaced it with the method encode JavaScript, which is more secure. Lastly, here are issues I have worked on, but they are still in progress. The first issue is MM893 about session management. In this issue, I modified the way OpenMRS manages its user sessions. I gave each and every user a list of user sessions depending on the devices he or she uses. Because this issue is not yet merged, I'm not going to explain a lot about it. I also tried to protect our system from cross-site request forgery attacks. I also tried to protect our system against cross-site request forgery attacks by adding Spring Security dependencies into core and added the corresponding requirements to make sure the anti-CSRF token is generated in the reference application. The main blocker I faced here was implementing the authentication manager into OpenMRS. The last issue I tried was EMPT17, which aimed at making cookies secure in OpenMRS. For this issue to be merged and closed, the same site cookies attribute of the JSessionID cookie was supposed to be set to strict in order to prevent CSRF attacks. The main blocker I faced here was the Java servlet version used in OpenMRS, which did not support same-site attribute. The only alternative around was to use Jakarta dependencies instead of using javax.servlet dependencies. Thank you for viewing up to this stage, and thank you for your precious time.